Can you guess my age? How old do you think I am? I really don't think you're gonna be able to guess my age. I'll give you 2 seconds. Okay, I'm 30 years old. I can't believe that. I don't feel 30. I know I don't look 30. My parents don't believe not that they don't believe it. They still kind of shocked that I'm 30. I guess because they're my parents. And even like coworkers and then just even random people. Because I look a lot younger than what I actually am. Which is a good thing. I do take care of myself, can't tell. I have a good attitude too. That makes a difference too. But I just want to get on here and introduce myself. For those that do not know, my name is Natalie, and I am a small creator. At the time of this video, it won't always be like that because I'm on the up and up, you know. But I just want to have just a sit down, an informal sit down with you all, and just kind of tell you all a little more about myself. Starting off, I am from Louisiana. Now, I've lived in other places. I went to school in Mississippi. I went to undergrad in Mississippi. I spent some time in Michigan in a graduate program that I did not finish, but I'm thankful that I had that experience. And I spent some time in Pennsylvania as well. But I've moved back to Louisiana. I've been back in Louisiana. This is 2026. I moved back, I want to say November 2021. So I've been back a few years, and I kind of want this video to just be me just kind of chatting. So I think one topic I do want to talk about is your path, and kind of me talking about my transition from my 20s to my 30s. Excuse me for saying I'm gonna try to not do a lot of editing on this video, and I'm gonna try to have some good energy because I don't want to be dull, but I still want to be myself. Here I go with the ums. Calm down with the ums. Do you need to go to a Toastmaster class? Anyway, so yeah, so I would say I learned that your path is not linear, and it's okay to accept that your path is not linear. And I know that I recently turned 30 a few months ago, but I think that's relevant to anyone, any age, people younger than me, people my age, and people older. Because it's some people that are still trying to figure life out and get frustrated that they feel like they get frustrated because they feel like they can't figure it out. And sometimes there's a lot of joy and excitement that comes from that process of living life and learning about life, because I feel like you never really, even though I'm not old, well, I may be old as somebody born in the 2000s because I was born in 1990s. But anyway, I feel like you always going to be learning while you on earth. It's always going to be something new that you didn't know. So it took me a while to get to this point of accepting that my path is not linear. And also not only that, but my path is not like anyone else's. And I'm not saying that in a conceited way. I'm saying that in a way to me, to speak to myself, that I have to realize that I'm my own person. And yes, I can look to other people's lives as a model or maybe as a base, but I have to realize that I'm walking in my own path that is unique to me, unique to my circumstances, unique to my environment. And I want to encourage other people to know that their path is unique to them. And because I used to struggle with comparing myself to other people, that used to really bother me. Also, what used to really bother me was what I thought that other people thought about me. And it turns out, one, in most cases, it really don't matter. Especially because I'm grown. Excuse the sass. But I'm grown. And I'm not saying I'm not going to listen to what other people have to say. But at the end of the day, I have my own mind. And I need to make my own decisions. So I realized that what I may think that other people think about me, it may not even be true. That's almost like a distorted thought process that I had to turn it around, because if I'm constantly thinking about what other people are thinking about me, then what do I think about me? You know? Because at this age, I really do value my time. I value my peace. I value my creativity. I value how my life impacts other people, and I value boundaries. So I realized that I just need to live my life authentically and in the most freest form that I'm able to within the parameter. Well, freest within the parameter. No, I need to be free and live my life. So it took me a while to be comfortable with that. And I'm still trying to be comfortable with that because the more I've grown, the more I've discovered these different facets of my life. And in certain settings, I've learned when those facets are more appreciated and valued and when they're not. So for instance, at work, with most people, I'm very reserved. But with certain people, I'm cool. I'm a little more relaxed. But I understand that that's work. And the way that I talk at work or present myself at work to certain people, I would not get on this platform and talk like that. And I'm still being myself, but I know that since I have all these pieces of my life, I know when to be more reserved. I know when to be more, hey, how you doing? Hey, let's go. Hey, let's dance. Let's do that. Okay. So, yeah. So it was like, in the transition from my 20s to 30s, I learned a lot about myself because I spent a lot of time at one point, I didn't even like being alone, being by myself, being in my own thoughts. And now I'm like, oh my gosh, this is almost like a luxury. It's a luxury because there's so much noise in the world, and it just feels good to sometimes for me just look at the wall in peace, to laugh in peace, enjoy my own jokes in peace. So yeah. Another fun fact about me is that I am working on my master in business administration. So actually my undergraduate degree is in chemistry, but I no longer work in the field, and at this time I have no desire to work in the field. I made a few career transitions since my undergraduate degree, or since working in STEM. So I've been a workforce development specialist, and I am currently academic coordinator at a medical school. So with that being said, since I am working on my MBA, I do plan to do another career transition or pivot after that because I've always wanted to study business and wanted to create and innovate. And I believe that's a perfect avenue for me to do all those things. And so after I get my MBA, which should be the end of this year, this is 2026, it's going to be another pivot. And I really do like content creation. And it seems like that could be the next pivot, or it could be anything. I don't know. I'm open to whatever the Lord has in store for me. So I'm hoping that it can be full-time content creation that can lead to other avenues. Because I have so many talents and so many interests. You can't put me in a box. Everyone, I encourage you all to really be yourself. Okay, here's another thing I learned. You don't have to shrink for the comfort of other people. You do not have to do that. I do not recommend that. And even I still have to catch myself from shrinking to make other people feel comfortable. No, that's not how I'm supposed to live my life. I'm supposed to live my life with the joy of the Lord, who is my strength. Let me stop. I'm thankful that I've had a lot of growth over these past few years. I think I really realized that growth maybe mid to late 20s. But when that 29 and 5 year hit, I don't know. It was good. 29 was a good year. I think 30 will be a good year too. I think in my 30s I'm gonna be more focused. Or not, I don't know if it's focused. I think it's more so have a clearer direction of the way I'm moving and pivoting, all that stuff. So yeah, I hope that you all enjoyed the video. I really enjoyed sitting down and talking with you all. This is quite fun. You all feel like friends that, like, even though, like, if I were to turn my camera around and show y'all what my setup is with the camera and the lights, you would never know that nobody was in this room. But I really like talking with you all, and I hope that you all enjoy this content. Let me know what you think. Let me know, if you're on if you're in a stage in your life where you're making a pivot, or if you're in a stage of your life where you're realizing that you need boundaries, where you're realizing that you need to stop shrinking for other people, let me know. I want to hear about it, girl. And we're gonna catch up in the next video. And also let me know what content that you like from me, and then we can see, okay, I like that too. Let me try this out. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope that you all enjoyed this content, and I will catch you the next time.